In a place called Conan or Horte. She said a cup of tea and a sandwich. Conan, named after the late night TV star. There's a big statue near the railway line, but that's about it. There's nothing else. There's a chocolate factory. Could be Willy Wonka. Yeah, usually, small towns, there's not much about them, is there, in Japan? Lots of small towns. Really wrong. Or Willy Wonka. I'm trying to remember the name of it now. I'm looking, there's a big tower with a big circular ball on top. I just wonder if there's anything inside. Oh, it could be a water tower, I suppose. No, I don't live here. I live about 5 miles away, I think. 4 miles. Maybe 3 miles. I've been in this area most of the time. Well, are you from Greece, or you just got Greece letters in your name? I just saw something on briefly this morning. So Joe Biden is mandating everyone's got to get the injection. Okay, the Sigma. Is that Sigma? To learn Japanese. But I didn't do. I wasn't really a good student. I've never been a proper student. Just learning little bits here and there. So I've got to break up a lot of neon tubes, but I just thought I'd wait until 8 o'clock before I started doing it. Because sometimes they go with a loud pop. Maybe my neighbours wouldn't be too happy. But you can, once you've learned the language, if you learn language, that's a good way to learn, of course, but it's another good point about learning language in the classroom. You meet people from all over the world, which is more interesting. If I did get a chance to learn another language, I'll probably learn all the letters first. Russian is on my mind. Yeah, I think I've been to about 25, 27 countries, something like that. I lived in New Zealand. Maybe it would have been better if I'd lived in Spain. I did stay in Spain for a while, but not too long. But I guess if I'd lived in a non-English speaking country, then I would have learned another language, which might have been better. Yeah, you just got to get down to it, Once you just keep on practicing and writing and reading and writing and reading, it'll soon come to you, especially if you're young. Like in Japanese language, hiragana and katakana, you can learn those in 2 weeks. Do you speak French? Did you learn French at school? Yeah, there's, the English language is like 60% Romance, so it should be quite easy to learn. No, you know, the the most important thing about a lot of the words are similar, but also more importantly, the grammar's very similar in the sentence structure. So what you do, you just put the word, you know, once you've learned the pronouns, then you just put in the words, and a lot of time the words are similar. So especially for Spanish. No, but just get into it. Just take a. Like that's one of the French and German, but you just practice it, you know. But there's there's so many things on the internet where you can learn for free. You can watch TV shows, watch the news, songs. But we started learning French when we were like 6 years old, and a lot of that stuck, I think, with me. But I also studied it when I was 6 after I'd left school. And there's nothing sexier than a French woman saying "ooh la la." No, I bought a house when I was 20. Then I sold the house and then I started traveling. I had a round the world ticket, and the plan was to maybe work in Australia, and I ended up spending most time in New Zealand because I got a job there. But at the moment, the COVID is, no one's going anywhere. Even in Australia. Well, I've got a friend in Melbourne. He says this city's okay, but yeah, I don't know if they still do those. I think mine was about £1,000 or something like that. Yeah, it's a beautiful countryside in New Zealand, and the people are friendly, or pretend to be. But like I said, they've got green rolling hills. They've also got mountains, forests. So it's very beautiful. I was there about 18 months altogether, I think. No, I tried to get a permanent visa, but it wouldn't take me. So, but what I should have done, I should have actually got a girlfriend, and I fucked that up. But then I could have lived there de facto. But it's not too good when your kids speak funny. Yeah, so you don't have to get married. You can just live with them, which is cool. But then no one can get into New Zealand at the moment. Maybe Australia too. I mean, it just took one case, just took one person that came from Australia to New Zealand, and it fucked everything up. It spread really quickly. Well, because I wanted to learn Japanese, but then I also found that you could get really good money in Japan, and taxes were very low. Well, you could get a lot of tax-free money. I scrap metal, and sometimes taking things away, moving things. I think I should make my egg McMuffins at home. Sometimes they use this place. They use like the muffins from the day before. It's never. It's always a bit dodgy. Well, it's a nice day for work. Good temperature, no sun. Just the way I like it. No, it's the best food in the world because it's so varied. And I know a lot of people, they don't like raw fish, but most people get used to it, and it's fantastic. It's really beautiful. Lots of different types of fruit. What do you do? Property manager sounds pretty good, actually. I don't. Well, there's lots of things, But traveling on the trains, watching the trains. In Tokyo, there's a big tower in Tokyo called the Sky Tree. Yeah, well, what did you say? Oh, with music. Okay. Did you see some of my songs? Just check out some of my songs. 2 words, boyfriend with issues. Yeah, so I was doing a Santa job the other year, and I could see it from the train. I suppose that's I just mentioned them. 2 words and boyfriend with issues. Maybe you can look on my channel videos, and there's like a songs thing. There's a section with songs in. Okay. Which part of England are you living in? That's just somebody over there with an umbrella. I wonder if it started to rain. God's Own Country. Was that Sheffield? Oh yeah, well, I'm from Sheffield. Which city? Which town? Oh yeah, I've only been to York once. They talk a lot. They don't really talk Yorkshire, do they? It's a little bit different, like a mix between the northeast and Yorkshire. I was delivering something to York, a bit of a posher Yorkshire accent. That should carry you far in life. Tip sharp sound. Have you seen the video? There's a video on, well, it's going around, and it's this Yorkshire guy moves to London, and his kids, a little boy and little girl, are making fun of the dad's accent. Just type in Yorkshire man car on road, and it should pop up. Yeah, I think I did a video on mine. So sometimes people get into it. I did a video on the Sheffield accent. So, no, I haven't seen that now. Is it Yorkshire girl, is it? There was one, and I saw one yesterday, this little girl saying, lovely, which sounded very Sheffield. There's seen another one with a, I think there's a few, there's another one, little blonde girl, talking Yorkshire, laying the law down. It's quite good. Yeah, my friend's from Yorkshire, and he's got Japanese kids, half Japanese. And he says, he said, say monkey for Gary. He said, monkey. It's quite funny. No, I came back for a while, and then I got a job in London for a Japanese company. But there still seems to be a lot of cases in England, isn't there? But if they go to fucking big venues and they won't wear a mask. Well, I don't know, they seem to be saying something in Denmark where they got 75% of the population sorted out. See how long that lasts. But it's still all over, there's still all over the world people are these anti-vaxxers. Someone said, when they said, oh, there's a chip in the fucking drug. How can there be a chip in the fucking drug when it's fucking liquid? So many of these American talk show hosts and anti-vaxxers have fucking died. That's true, yeah. But in like all those deaths in England, most of them could have been prevented because they sent the old people back to the nursing homes, taking the fucking taking the virus with them. They're 80%. Right, my friend, I'm gonna get off. Thanks for chatting. Check those songs out. Yep, it's Gary, not Barry. I'm not a scouser. Take care, pal. Bye bye.